Timothy Ferriss, The 4-Hour Workweek. Embark on a journey to financial freedom and success with the 4-Hour Workweek summary app. Learn how to join the new rich, a group that enjoys life to the fullest, without being tied down by traditional work schedules. Discover the secrets to living a life full of excitement, happiness, and abundance. In this summary, you will dive into the DEAL formula, which consists of definition, elimination, automation, and liberation, marking your path toward a life filled with passion and purpose. Get ready to challenge conventional notions of wealth and happiness, redefine your goals, and find the perfect balance between work, freedom, and excitement in life.
Escape the grind. Exhausted and overworked? Learn how to join the new rich and live a life of freedom and adventure by getting more free time and more freedom. Are you feeling trapped in your job, constantly stressed and exhausted? Escape the 9-to-5 with a recipe for a new life. This book's summary explores the new rich, a subculture of individuals with financial freedom and mobility. They decide where they go and what they do, and they understand that the present is the right time to live their dreams. The author shares his personal story of achieving this lifestyle by accident after experiencing a burnout that led to extended travel and the realization that he could run a profitable business from anywhere with minimal effort. To join the new rich, you need more free time and more freedom. The author explains that what most people associate with millionaires, such as extravagant hobbies and travels, boil down to these two elements. Working a standard 40-hour week will not get you there. The book explores a formula that will give you all the freedom and free time you wish for. If you are exhausted and overworked, it's time to escape the grind. Learn how to live a life of adventure by getting more free time and more freedom. Join the new rich and achieve financial freedom and mobility to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and from wherever you want. Redefining wealth and happiness. The DEAL formula stands for definition, elimination, automation, and liberation. The key to wealth is the ability to do the things you want to do, not the amount of money you have. Happiness means excitement, not just the absence of sadness. To live a fulfilling life, eliminate the things that don't matter and free up as much time as possible. Prioritizing tasks for optimal productivity. The 80-20 principle suggests that 80% of results come from 20% of effort put in. Therefore, to maximize productivity, one must prioritize tasks that yield results. Eliminate activities that do not contribute to personal goals. Identifying interruptions and time wasters are also crucial in enhancing productivity. For instance, email checking can be limited to twice a day. By doing so, small requests and tasks can accumulate, and dealing with them at once saves a lot of time and frees one from interruptions. Escape the office. A significant factor for improving productivity is defining your goals and replacing the goal of wealth with freedom and time and the happiness goal with excitement. After eliminating time-consuming activities, employees need to liberate themselves from offices to increase productivity and effectively apply the DELA formula. Employees can work for fewer hours by escaping the office, which can also be done from anywhere. To successfully escape from the office, it is essential to have increased value to the company, prove increased productivity when working remotely, quantify business benefits, propose a trial period and then expand the remote work time. A successful escape plan from office work can be seen with the example of Sherwood, who gradually increased his work-from-home days by doubling his productivity and quantifying improvement for the company. Automate your way to a new rich life. Achieve a life of freedom and financial independence by creating an automated source of income. This can be accomplished by outsourcing tasks to virtual assistants and partnering with companies that can handle distribution. Wouldn't it be great to have an income that generates without having to spend all your time at work? The key is to establish an automated source of income while decoupling the time you spend working from the money you earn. You will have the freedom to lead the life you desire, much like the new rich of today. However, to create an automated revenue stream, you need to create a business that can run itself, with minimal involvement on your part. Outsource your tasks to agencies that can handle website maintenance and product distribution. Have regular reports sent to you, and step in only when necessary. To ensure that everything runs smoothly, let everyone involved have the freedom to communicate independently. Trust those entrusted with tasks, giving them as much responsibility as possible. This way, they can solve problems without needing your input or approval, giving you more time and freedom. Hiring virtual assistants is an option worth exploring. You can contract virtual assistants from anywhere globally, as long as they have the required skills. Even though assistants from India are much cheaper, they're just as good as the ones in the English-speaking West, as per the author's experience. The cost of outsourcing may seem expensive, but don't forget the value of the time you save. If a virtual assistant costs $30 per hour, and you earn $25 per hour, then for every hour of work they take over, the cost to you is $5. This means taking off an entire Friday costs just $40. Finding a suitable virtual assistant is a trial and error game. Ask others about their experiences, and don't get discouraged if the first one isn't a perfect fit. Ideal virtual assistants exist and finding them is well worth the effort. Creating an automated income stream. To create an automated income stream, it is essential to have a product to sell that brings in maximum profit with minimal effort. Instead of redistributing an existing product, it's better to design your own based on familiar markets. This idea is called your muse. To outperform the competition, attaining indicators of credibility and expertise is crucial. Testing the waters. The best way to test the viability of a product or idea is to gauge its demand in the market. This can be done by offering it to actual customers and analyzing their reactions. The surest way to assess demand is by running ads, tracking click and conversion rates, and setting up a website with testimonials. Examples of this are Sherwood, who sold sailor shirts on eBay, and Johanna, who created a DVD with a special yoga course for climbers. By analyzing their product's demand, they were able to produce and distribute successful products to the target market. Tips for designing a successful product. When designing a product, it's important to have a concise purpose, limit options for customers, set a high price point, and deliver on bold promises. By implementing these tips, businesses can attract the right customers and increase their chances of success. When designing a product, there are several things to consider to help ensure its success. First and foremost, it's crucial to have a concise purpose that can be summarized in one sentence. This will allow customers to easily understand what the product is and what it can do for them. Another important factor is to limit options for customers. While it may be tempting to offer a variety of colors, designs, and features, this can actually be overwhelming for customers and deter them from making a purchase. By simplifying the options, it allows customers to focus on the product itself and make a decision more easily. Setting a high price point can also be beneficial in attracting the right customers and creating a premium image for the product. Customers who are willing to invest in a more expensive product are less likely to complain if it doesn't meet their expectations, increasing profit margins and reducing the likelihood of complaints. Finally, delivering on bold promises can set a product apart from its competitors and give customers the confidence they need to make a purchase. Examples of this include Domino's Pizza's guarantee of delivery in 30 minutes or less, or the author's promise for BodyQuick to work within 60 minutes, or the product price is refunded plus 10%. By implementing these tips, businesses can design products that are more likely to succeed and attract the right customers.
In conclusion, let the 4-Hour Workweek summary app show you the way to a life of financial freedom and happiness. By joining the new rich, you too can break free from the confines of a 40-hour workweek, redefine your goals and priorities, and live life on your terms. Apply the deal formula to eliminate unnecessary distractions, automate your income stream, and liberate yourself from the office, allowing you to enjoy a more meaningful and exciting life. Remember, true wealth is about the freedom and opportunity to do the things you love and pursue your passions. Are you ready to redefine your life and take the leap towards a more fulfilling journey?